Bersih has no traction. Yes, it was, isn't it? Okay, salam bersih. Salam bersih. Saudara-saudari, salam sejahtera. Sahodari, vanakkam. I said women first, huh? Sahodari first, yes? Ni hao ma, my Chinese friend. And I've learned something new today. Wo xian xin, correct? Do you believe? Do we believe that we can make a difference? Do we believe it? Now, I'm going to make an announcement. Suatu pengumuman. Bersih 2 dengan penuh hati menyokong tema merdeka sebangsa, senegara, sejiwa. Ini adalah tema yang akan menyatu padukan rakyat Malaysia dan yang begitu bermakna dan menarik hati. Kami di Bersih 2 merasa bangga oleh sebab Pak Samad Said ada terlibat dalam proses untuk menentukan tema ini. Tema ini adalah tema rakyat Malaysia. Apakah kaitan tema ini dengan matlamat bersih? Tuntutan bersih kita semua tahu, ya. Kita semua tahu apa dia, berapa tuntutannya? 8 tuntutan. 8 tuntutan ini jika dilaksanakan untuk PRU ke-13 akan menguatkan demokrasi dan keadilan. Institusi-institusi awam akan dikukuhkan. So what does it mean? These are the objectives. Matlamat Bersih 2. Ultimately, what is the reason why we are fighting for clean and fair elections? Because a clean electoral process will strengthen Malaysia. It will unite Malaysians. We will not be divided because we will have one goal. Today you all have one goal. Excellent. This Merdeka Day theme, sebangsa, senegara, sejiwa, it is meaningful. It means a lot to all of us. When I read it the first time, I don't know how you felt, but I was really moved that a Malaysian had written in suggesting this as the theme. And of course, Pak Samad Said in his wisdom chose this. And it is so appropriate. And you know, isn't it? And it is so meaningful because this is exactly what we need. This is exactly what we are looking for from our leadership. We don't want our leadership to sing their praises. We want them to unite all Malaysians. So I was moved. Were you moved? Are you moved by it? So on the 31st of August, what will we be saying? We will be saying, sebangsa, senegara, sejiwa. So this is what Bersih wants to see ultimately. In 3 beautiful words, it has captured how Malaysians feel about Malaysia. We saw it. When did we see it? We saw it on the 9th of July. I wasn't at the first birthday actually, so I can't say I saw it there, but I saw Malaysians gather. But the real spirit we saw on the 9th of July. And as I say, and I will keep repeating, Birthday 2 was a success, Birthday 3 was a roaring success. So for me, what happened on the 9th of July and the 28th of April this year is captured in these words, Sabangsa, Senegara, Sejiwa. They are not just words, we did it on those 2 days. So have no doubt, we can do it. This is what we want. The politicians, the leaders may want something else, never mind them. This is what we, Rakyat Malaysia, want. And can we do it? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you did it on the 9th of July, you did it on April 28th. And if you ask again, can we do it? I will say, not just, yes, we can. I will say, of course, we can. Today, look at all of you, spending your Sunday morning, many hours, trying to educate yourselves about the electoral process. And I must say I am truly grateful, I'm so impressed by your commitment to a very important cause. Now, what is today about? I mean, congratulations to Thomas Phan and his committee. Can we see where your committee is, Thomas? Are they around? Can you show us where you are? Thomas's committee? Now, come on, louder. Yes. Thank you very much to the committee, to all of you. Thank you to the security who came out and brought me from the toll. Thank you very much. Now, this is a special event for this reason. Every city or town is doing their own events, and that's wonderful. Huh? They all do their own events to promote birthday. But Thomas conceived of the idea of a convention, which I think obviously has worked, Thomas. I think we have to curi your model and use it in other places. Because we don't have much time. I think you all know that certainly elections will have to be called by next year, by the beginning of next year, well, by April. By April, I think it's 28th, end of April, Parliament dissolves automatically, even if the Prime Minister doesn't dissolve. But look, elections can happen anytime between now and then. We know that. So, what is it, Thomas, and all the supporters of Bersih who are working so hard and clean up Malaysia? I think PY stand up and, really take a bow. Take a bow. Because you have really done a wonderful job with Clean Up Malaysia. Is there anyone else from Clean Up Malaysia here? Clean Up Malaysia, who have been doing the training. Stephen, who gave a talk just now. Well done to all of you. Arun Prakash, and your group from Thomas, well done. Can you see what ordinary Malaysians, look at what they're doing. Working quietly, consistently, thoroughly. If you want to know everything there is to know about elections, please ask PY, ask Stephen. You would have heard that yourself this morning. But what they're trying to do now is to multiply the numbers of PYs, Stevens, Thomases, Arus. We need more of them. They're going to be you. That's where you come in. And that's why this is so important. We have to work hard for the next general election. And we are doing this for Malaysia, for the country that we love. Because we want a better Malaysia. We want a better system. We want a strong democracy. We want strong institutions. So what do you need to do? 3 words. You educate, you understand, and then you act. When I say educate, you must educate yourself about the processes, the electoral processes. When I say you must understand it, you have to understand it. Educate yourself and understand it. You have to understand how it works on the ground. And then you must act. How do you do that? We'll find out when we see how many little slips we have in the box. That's how you act. You become agents. Are you all ready to do that? Yes. You know why? Because every single one of us is going to be a mini observer on that day. We are going to keep our eyes and ears open. Because ultimately, everything comes down to what happens on polling day. Right? Of course, there are things that go on before, during the campaign period. This is where Komas and the Jom Pantau comes in. That is pre-election day. But on election day, that everything boils down to what happens on that day. And if there's going to be cheating, that's when it will happen. But it's difficult for it to happen if we are all watching, if we're all keeping our ears and eyes open. We're all educating ourselves as to how the process should be run. And that's how we are going to strengthen the electoral system. If the EC is not going to do it, we'll do it. That's what this is about. Now, I'm not going to go into the 8 tuntutan, ya, tentang senarai undi, mereformasikan undi pos, gunakan dakwah kekal, masa kempen minima, akses media, institusi awam, dan hentikan rasuah dan juga hentikan politik kotor. Ya, kita semua tahu, ya, apakah tuntutan bersih yang telah dilaksanakan? Ada tak? Maybe 1.5. Itu saja. Itu saja. Is there an end? Adakah politik kotor dihentikan? Ada? Adakah? No, it's still going on. Adakah rasuah dihentikan? No, it's still going on. Sorry? Tambah lagi. Ya, tambah. Institusi awam adakah yang ditutupkan? Tidak. Akses kepada media yang bebas dan adil, adakah yang dilaksanakan? The only thing they have done is to say they will allow campaign manifesto, pre-recorded campaign manifesto on mainstream media. Is that enough? Is that what we're talking about? No, they know what we're talking about. If they are genuine about free and fair access to the media, they can do it in 5 minutes with a phone call. And I tell you something, if they do it, the journalists will thank their editors. The journalists will be the first to say thank you for allowing us to carry out our professional duties professionally.